Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I'm pretty good. It's Tuesday afternoon. Class is over, and it's hot. Well, it's muggy, really muggy. It's like 92 degrees outside, but the heat index is like 104 or something like that. Well, I got just over a week left, and I finally got my shirts. It took them long enough. Apparently, when I ordered my shirts, they were out of my size. Oh well. At least they got a nice mix of colors. And then I'll have to do laundry tonight. I'll be able to wear something new tomorrow. Business front, things are going really well. Got a really good class. Came in today, and they were all ready to go. We did some early morning work with aluminum coils, and then they sat down and got ready to take their final evals. We did TransFlow, a couple other things, and then they all went down and took it. Glad to say we had 29 people take the test, and 29 people passed, and quite a few perfect scores. I think it was 6. Yeah, 6. They're a really good group, and they finally fleshed out. After lunch, we were getting ready to start doing tarping, but they got the opportunity to get some true hands-on experience. We had a load come in on the yard that was, well, frankly, wasn't up to scratch, and it's a newer driver, I think. You know, I honestly don't know, but the driver came in and the load wasn't all it should be, so the students got a chance to get their hands on it and do it correctly, secure it wise, and then tarp the load. And they did a really good job. I'm very proud of them. It means they've been paying attention, and they're doing the things that they need to do. After that, went upstairs and started working on tarping, and got the rest of the driver qualifications out. Let them go about 4 o'clock because it was a long, hot, tiring day. And tomorrow we'll be doing tarping full blast. Tomorrow is actually supposed to be warmer than it is today, as far as temperature and humidity. The heat index is supposed to top out at 105. Hopefully we can get all the tarping in by 2 o'clock because it's going to be miserable. I mean, they need to be done anyway by 3, so the students can go to crossing the bridge, which is where they learn about their trainers and who they're going to be and how they're going to meet them, etc., etc. So we'll probably get done about 1 or 2, and hopefully we'll get enough tarping in to give them a good idea what they need to do. But they got a really good hands-on fresher today, and they did a good job. I mean, of course, we were out there helping them, showed them what to do, but they were able to do it just from watching one video that they'd already seen. So that's pretty much all there is business-wise. On the personal front, of course, I went home this past weekend. It took me, I was really late getting home. I got home about a little after 11, and my wife stayed up and waited for me. And we had a late snack and watched a little TV and went to bed. And we spent all day Saturday together. We went out to dinner, Joe's Crab Shack, and we hung around the house, watched some TV, and it was really nice just to spend some time with her. Yeah, since I ain't seen her in over a month. And then I ended up not leaving on time yesterday. I ended up staying late because I was working on some stuff. And I didn't leave till later in the afternoon, usually later than I usually do. And then I hit a lot of bad traffic coming up due to construction coming up 30 once I got past Texarkana. And I didn't get here till really late. And I think it was midnight when I got here. I should have been here about 10:30. Let me give a point about that I'm trying to get to here. When I came on the property, there were still new orientation people up and walking around the property at night. And I asked a couple of them what they were doing, and they were all playing Pokemon Go on their cell phones at that time of night when they've got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to be in class at 6:30. there's nothing really wrong with that for if you've got all your homework done and whatever. But staying up that late when you've got to get as much sleep as you can in this training system, so you're fresh and you really have it together, it's not really a good idea. So if you're thinking of coming to Maverick or you're in the process of coming to Maverick, remember you want to keep your outside distractions as low as possible. And walking around this however many acre property this is, I know it's more than 50. It's probably a couple hundred. I don't know. I'm bad at judging those kinds of sizes. At all hours, whether you're playing a game or talking on the telephone or whatever, you need to moderate yourself so you get enough sleep. We can tell as instructors when you're not getting enough sleep and because you're waning in class, or you're constantly nodding off or whatever. So there you go. Other than that, not really much to say. It was a quiet weekend, and it looks to be a busy and hot week. The current class is down to 29. I think it started at 33 or 32, and we had one quit. I can't remember. It's too tough to think about in my head. But the incoming class that's coming up this coming Thursday has already dwindled down. We had a bunch of medicals yesterday, and and I hate to say it, and I know I'm going back to business after I already said personal, but I apologize. They just some attitude issues, and it kind of leads me to something I've wanted to talk about before. Is if you come to Maverick, you need to remember that we are a family, but Maverick has high standards. It takes a lot to go through to get here, and I'm not going to go through it in this video, but you can check out my videos about orientation and the process I went through coming here, and it's pretty much the same for a regular driver or a student driver. And if you're going to come here and put in all that effort, you need to have the right attitude when you come in. Come in expecting to work, expecting to spend long hours, and be here. Up front when you're offered a spot in orientation that orientation, and training is, 2 weeks almost, and, it's just the way it works. Don't come in here thinking, well, I don't want to be doing this. I don't need to do this. I know it. You just need to do it the way we want to do it. Not trying to get on soapbox, but don't waste your time if you're not committed. And that's something that I think people, don't understand, is that you need to be committed to come here. We don't like to do it, but we will send you home if you're not cutting up or making the cut. So that's it for today. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. And we'll talk again in a couple days. And so till then, keep the shiny side up. 73s. And I'll talk at you later. Bye.